are the 3 professions available in the upcoming game, Harry Potter Wizards Unite. How will they affect gameplay, and which one should you choose?
What do you want to be when you grow up, Maxwell?
Paleontologist.
Very good. What do you want to be when you grow up, Sydney?
A Triceratops.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be either a Broadway star or I wanted to be a tornado chaser.
I thought you were about to say just tornado.
So first off, what are professions? Professions are commonly employed in role-playing games like World of Warcraft, Destiny, or Dungeons and Dragons. When you adopt a profession, your character takes on a specialty and is an expert in some sort of element in battle. Now, while different games may have tons of variations, subtypes, and names for their professions to satisfy all of your nerdy heart's desires, you're typically going to see 3 main types. Those are tank, support, and damage. Tanks soak up the majority of the damage and keep baiting their enemies to attack them. Supports are generally spending their time healing and providing bonuses to their teammates. And that leaves damage dealers. This one's pretty self-explanatory. They deal out a butt ton of damage. It appears that Wizards Unite game developers are incorporating this type of gameplay into Wizards Unite by allowing us to choose professions when the game releases. Each profession will provide unique advantages in our battle against the calamity. We will have 3 professions initially to choose from. Those are Magizoologist, Professor, and Auror. 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 Auror? Auror. Whatever. I'm just not going to pick that one, so I don't have to tell people that I'm at Auror. 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 Whatever. So first up, the Magizoologist, the tanky support. I did not write this. Mike wrote this. Tanky support class. They're so tanky.
That's a direct quote from an article.
That just sounds so sexy. The irony is not lost on me that this class, the tanky, sexy support class, is represented by the unassuming, semi-shrimpy Newt Scamander of Fantastic Beasts, but he's still real sexy. Currently, specifics about this profession are still under wraps, but we can't help but wonder if Magizoologist will be uniquely equipped to handle certain foundables like Buckbeak or an infestation of mischievous. These words are hard to say. Auror. Like Buckbeak or an infestation of Cornish pixies. Also, like, how unbelievably cool would it be if we could bring magical creatures and beasts into, like, fortress battles or quests with us, like boom, Acromantula, I choose you. Up next, the Professor. Now, if there is one profession that we have next to no information on, it would be this one. What we do know is that professors are described as having deeply magical knowledge. So we'd probably classify them as a support type, but that could play out in any number of ways. Maybe you could hone your potion making or transfiguration skills. Maybe your tasks would be built around puzzle solving skills. If that is the case, definitely count me out. If you've seen our Harry Potter Lego live streams, you will know that Mike and I definitely don't need to be professors if it is puzzle solving. Either way, I'm intrigued by this one, and just like the lack of information has me dying to know more. And lastly, the R's. Are your Gryffindor senses tingling yet? Yes, I am predicting that this will be the most popular profession of the 3 as it's represented by Mr. Potter himself. Definitely the damage dealers of the game. The R's will become proficient in spellcasting and defeating dark wizards in combat. Now, typically in RPGs, the damage dealers have the lowest survivability of all of the different types, which has earned them the nickname Squishies.
I shall call him Squishy, and he shall be mine, and he shall be my Squishy. Come here, Squishy. Come here, little squishy. Ow!
But the character customization does not end at simply choosing a profession. In the influx of information that we received this past Monday, we got our first look at skill trees. Now, if you aren't familiar with skill trees, don't stress. They are simply a visual representation of the different paths of customization that your character can take. In this R skill tree, you can see that there are multiple branches to explore, each one representing a new skill to master or further develop, like new spells or improvements to your player stats. Working further through the skill tree will create a stronger and more powerful player. Now, educated guess here, just based on the way that skill trees function in other games like this, we assume that the ability to master a new skill will incur a cost. And for the sake of this video, let's just call them skill points. When you take a closer look at these circular nodes, you'll notice that each one has a different number of notches around its perimeter. It's very possible that those notches indicate how many skill points it will cost to unlock the node. Usually on skill trees, the skills become increasingly powerful and therefore more costly to unlock. So here at the top, you'll see that this fairly beginner skill costs only 1 skill point. But when we scroll further down, this one costs 5 skill points. Players will have the ability to swap professions at will. So the option to have a balanced character is certainly there. However, the skill points spent within a particular skill tree will not refund when you swap professions. You'll have to carefully weigh how you spend your time and your skill points. So now that you know what your profession options are, what do you think you will initially choose when the game releases? We recently did a poll on our Twitter and we were actually really surprised by the results. I thought it would be R like all the way, and actually Magizoologist like far outweighed the other one. So let us know in the comment section below what you think you will pick when the game releases. I will tell you right off the bat, I knew that Mike would want to be a Magizoologist. He has a man crush on Newt Scamander. That makes sense. He's a Hufflepuff. Totally get that. And that's typically the type that he likes to play in these games anyways. Now, I had a real issue when these came out because I didn't see my profession anywhere on the list, which was a Death Eater. I wanted to be a Death Eater, and I don't see that anywhere. So now I don't know what I'm gonna pick. I'm hoping that eventually they come out with like an expansion where I can be a Death Eater. I just want to kill people. We were beyond stoked to see professions being implemented into the new game. But why is this important? What will this mean in actual gameplay? Well, that's where fortresses actually come into play here. But that is a conversation for a different day and a different video. So until then, like, subscribe, hit the bell, and also go follow us on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook or whatever social media you're on. Sign-offs are seriously the worst thing ever to film. Ever. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you on the next one.